Okay, here in Woodland Hills tonight with Bailey Blaze, newcomer to the adult industry, but quickly making a name for herself. Bailey, tell everyone a little bit about yourself, kind of maybe what you were doing before you got into the industry and how you decided to join.
Okay, so I'm young. Number one, I'm 18. If you guys didn't know that about me, I didn't have much of a support system. I was just all by myself. And porn honestly gave me the opportunity and the gate to meet all these people and to also experience things sexually that I've never experienced before. I've gotten with women. I now love girls. Before I didn't know that. And it's really something that I honestly, I don't say like I'm recommending, but if you are interested, I do think that definitely do your research on porn because it is something that is worth exploring, especially for young people who are exploring their sexualities and also exploring just trying to find out who they are as a person. It also gives you the opportunity to do that too because you're taken care of in the financial aspect as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and you get treated like a fucking princess. Like who doesn't want to have, get their makeup done, get dolled up, get their bags taken from them as soon as they walk into the door, their shoes taken off for them. Like I have gotten treated with so much utmost respect and better in my porn business life than I have in my actual life. And that is why I do what I do and why I am fucking enthusiastic and why I love it. And eventually, I hope that I can make this world, the porn realm, safer for other women and for newcomers just like me. But that'll come later on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, along those lines, why was do you think, besides the things you mentioned, why do you think the industry was a good fit? Were you always kind of a sexual person? Uh, yeah, I know you're young, so we don't want to go
Yeah.
back too far, but I mean, are you a very
So,
sexual person, I guess?
well, yeah, before I got into porn, I only had like five, six people that I had slept with, and I was in like committed long term relationships. But I started dancing, and dancing, like stripping, that's kind of what took off of my. I started to realize how like the guy that I was with was treating me so badly, and I had other men that were treating me with so much more respect, even regardless of the fact, the idea of it being sex work or whatever. It's the respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, are there things that you've discovered about yourself sexually that you didn't know you liked that now you do? No?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never been the most thing that I found out about myself is the woman aspect. I never had the opportunity to experience with women. I also never had the opportunity to experience like multiple people having sex and it being not safe. It's a safe environment. It's clean. It's everyone is healthy. That is something that you don't even get in the real world. But yeah, it's definitely the girl thing for me that I have like that I have taken the toll on me the most because I love women now. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like for the girls.
We talked a little bit about this off camera, but sometimes people think that 18, 19 might be a little too young for girls to get in. You're an example of someone that's really
Yeah.
flourishing.
Mhm.
What is it? What's the key when you're that young to, you know, sustaining a good career, keeping your mental health in check? What has to happen?
So honestly, it's not, it's a, your life, it never is like this. It's gonna be like this. Whatever you expect it to be, it's never going to be. It's also just knowing that you are in control of your own reality. That was another thing. I'm sure a lot of women can relate on this. I was getting domestically abused, and I wasn't, as much as I hate to say it, like I was putting myself in that position because I was letting someone do that to me, and I stood up for myself, and that is, it's kind of like empowering, if that makes sense. Like it's more so of yeah, like it's empowerment. It really is. It gives me the voice that I didn't have before. Like not because I learned it. I learned the experience. And the reason why I am 18 and I'm not, people think I'm, no, 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 no,
Mm-hmm.
she's 18, she doesn't know. I've been through a lot of life trauma and lot of life experiences that have allowed my brain to think in a way of where I'm thinking in a business aspect, I'm thinking in what's best for me and what's best for my mental health. So that's how I was able to pull myself out of the domestic situation was because I was being able to say, okay, hey, I'm in control of this. This is my life. I am in control. And that's when I got up and moved 3,000 miles away. I left my mom, my dad, every friend I knew, every person that I knew, I left. Literally everything. I had $200 to my name. And I had an agent telling me that I was gonna, like, it seems like it's so like fake and facade. It really does. It really does. It seems like it's fake, but it's not. Like there is good people out there. As much as there's shitty, there's great.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned. Like, as much as the bad, there's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't get the good without the bad. So if you're in a bad place, there will be the good place. You just have to, one day at a time.
You definitely have a maturity level that I
Thank
think is
you.
a little bit advanced for the typical
Porn star, 18-year-old. Yes.
But hard
Even
life
just-
lessons, make you that.
Yes, a lot of hard life lessons, and I definitely want to talk more about it. I'm gonna have a podcast one day.
You should.
You'll
You
hear
should.
all about them.
Back to just porn. Are there scenes that, like when you see the call sheet, you're like, hell yeah, this is going to be a good day? When do you feel like you really flourish and do your best?
I really flourish when the girls. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. It's and when I also like when there's a lot. I just started doing like multiple people, like boy, girl. That I like the fun of that because it's like there's a lot going on in that sense. So I really like that. That excites me, and the girls excite me. The boy solos are fun, exciting. Another fun one was human. It was human toilet POV.
Oh wow!
So many people. There's so many people out here that have so many different be so open-minded. Like I was literally peeing. Like people yes, I was peeing all. You'll see it. I'm sure the fans will see.
Since the website is called Porn Crushes, being new, is there anyone that you kind of have your eye on? That like, I'd love to work with this girl, or do you fan out over anyone? Or
Donnie Rock.
Donnie Rock. He's next. He's next on the
He's
list.
next.
What do you like to do in your free time if you have a day off, or can maybe have a free night to yourself? What are your hobbies?
Free night to myself, I really like to self-reflect, and I like to journal and write down things, like just write stuff down, and also like go to the beach, like on a relaxing thing, go like to the spa. But in my like personal time, definitely self-reflecting and just looking at how I could reevaluate things and do things differently and how things happen and just studying my life overall because it's your life. You're in control of it. You got to make the most of it. So
You said 3,000 miles away. Where are you from?
Florida.
I'm from Florida.
I'm from Florida, yeah. So I came here with one suitcase, and I left everything, yeah.
Wow. Last thing, as you look ahead now, I mean, are there goals you have set for yourself,
Yes.
or what are just a few of them?
So many. I want to open my own women's rent agency. That's the one thing. The real estate, I'm working on my real estate right now. I want to do also designing homes. I love designing homes, but podcast, YouTube, the social realm, like that's really what I want to like get into. However, I have been focusing more so on the real estate, but I hope that this, like, me coming on here helps me a little bit with my like podcast and kind of getting out there and getting people to see more about me because there's a lot to me, and I feel there's a lot of information, a lot of things that I've been through that a lot of people can relate to and grow from and just listen to and take in, because it's knowledge. Absorb everything around you, everything.
Yeah. Well, you're off to a great start, Bailey. Really enjoyed getting to know you today. You definitely have a take charge kind of personality. I noticed that on set, and I know everyone's excited for your future. So thanks for taking some time.